Hi, my name's Cliff. I'm here at Toyota of Irving, and today what I'm really excited to show you is the brand new 2019 Corolla Hatchback. Now this is a brand new vehicle for Toyota. When we first introduced this vehicle, we really wanted to put some key highlights there from the sedan and turn it into a hatchback. One of the things that I really enjoy about this car is the way that it drives. But besides the way that it drives, it's really all about the styling too. So for 2019, this Corolla hatchback's being released all over the world. And I wanted to show you today a couple really cool key features that I think you may like. When you look at this car from the front end, you can see it's very sporty with the piano black grille. But one of the things that really like are the brand new headlights. These are brand new LED headlights, not only in the front, but also in the rear. So it's going to give you more light exposure. It's going to give you a clearer view when you're driving at night, and they really just look really cool in my opinion. One of the other things that you kind of notice up at the front of this brand new Toyota Corolla hatchback is this Toyota emblem. That Toyota emblem actually is a millimeter wave radar sensor, so it gives off some really cool safety features, including pre-collision system for the guest with pedestrian detection. It also gives you the ability to have full speed dynamic radar cruise control. Not only do we have those safety features, you may also notice right up here there's a camera mounted to the front windshield. That camera is also giving this car some really cool safety aspects, including a lane departure alert system, brand new lane tracing assist as well, which is good for our guests. So in regards to the Corolla hatchback, you got two trim levels. This is actually the XSE trim level, and the way I can tell that is by looking at these wheels. These are 18-inch aluminum alloy wheels. Really cool designs, kind of got a smoke look to it. When it comes to safety, another thing that Toyota is doing a really good job of is including blind spot monitoring. So you can see on this breakaway mirror on this Corolla hatchback that it actually has blind spot monitoring, which is going to give off an audio, and it's going to have the visual alert for the consumer whenever they're trying to drive and do lane changes and identify those vehicles in its blind spot. One of the things I really found interesting about this hatchback was the back trunk design, the back rear hatch design. They created it with a resin, so polymer resin design. So it's actually a very lightweight design for the hatchback. You can see right here it comes with a back windshield wiper. Really impressed with the LED design that they did on the tail lamps. But one other thing that I found interesting was the trunk release. So the trunk release is right down here, but it also has the ability to lock and unlock. So there's two buttons. One's a trunk release button. The other one, with the smart key that you have in your pocket, you can actually lock and unlock the car, and you don't have to be in the front driver's area to do so. A lot of room. It's got a removable tonneau cover, so if you're wanting to keep your stuff cool or keep it protected and not visible, you can put the tonneau cover on, or you can take it off independently if you need to. One other thing that I really thought was really neat was the back end design of the rear diffuser, and looking right there at the chrome accents, you can see that's just something extra that Toyota put in there to make the car really distinctive from the back end. Now give me a second and we'll go check out the interior. So with every Corolla hatchback we sell, you've got the ability to put your utilities in there. There's actually quite a bit of room and space, over 18 cubic feet of space in the rear, and each Corolla hatchback comes with a 60/40 split seat. So if you want to put extra stuff in the back seat, you have the ability to do so, and you can lock it and unlock it, drop it down if you need to. Now this is the XSE model, so as you can tell, there's a lot of leather accents in there. Very sporty design, so you've got cloth and leather accents with some pretty intense stitching that really stands out and makes the vehicle very attractive. When you look at the front interior design, you're going to see a lot of cool technology. One thing that you may notice is the new multi-informational display. That's a 7-inch multi-informational display in the XSE and a brand new 8-inch touchscreen. So as you look at the interior and you get a chance to look at the technology, Toyota has incorporated the new Entune 3.0 system in the brand new Corolla hatchback. So when you look at this head unit, you can see right off the bat, it's a very big screen. It's a standard 8-inch screen. This particular model has an embedded integrated dynamic navigation. So when you look at it, you can actually click on it. No more map cards. Map cards are kind of a thing of the past, and one of the great things about this navigation system is it actually sends updates from the cloud to the car. So if you're looking for a destination, maybe a new restaurant, chances are on an older integrated navigation with a map card, you're not going to be able to find those new restaurants that pop up. This will constantly be sending data down to the head unit. Now, let's just say you're a big fan of Apple. This brand new Corolla hatchback has integrated Apple CarPlay, which gives the customer an ability to really play and use their cell phone, but not actually using the cell phone in hand, but more or less projecting it to the screen. So as you can see right here, this little button says Apple CarPlay. So when you click Apple CarPlay, it's really going to mirror your Apple phone. It has up to about 22 different apps that Apple controls that will be projected on the screen. You've got phone, you got music. I actually use Amazon Music. I use Pandora, so you can see those listed here. Sirius XM app is also listed there. So there's a ton of different apps you can use. Text messaging will be available right here on the screen, as well as through your voice. And once again, you can use Apple Maps if you prefer to use Apple Maps. So when it pulls up, it'll show you your location, and you can talk to Siri right through the voice recognition system. So if I hit the button, hey Siri, I'd like to find a near Starbucks.
Okay, one option nearby is Starbucks on W Airport Freeway. Let me know if I should call one of them or get directions for you.
So I'm just going to go ahead and click on Starbucks right here. Oh, bad example, but there it goes. It found it, it's locating it, and it's going to put it into the head unit. You know, this is only as fast as the signal you're getting on your cell phone. So as long as you're tethered up and you have good cell phone signal, it'll implement all that for the Apple CarPlay as well. One other thing to point out is that when you're using a non-Apple product, a Samsung product, you can actually talk to Alexa. So there's an integrated Alexa system. Alexa integration will be available in the fall for Apple, but currently right now for Samsung. So if I click apps, I'm going to let my phone register, and I actually have a Samsung phone right here. Once it's registered, I'll be able to communicate with the system through my cell phone. This car also has a really cool feature that's called Remote Connect. So you can actually start the car with your cell phone. And I'm going to show you that through Alexa here in a second. But not only will it do it with the cell phone, you can even start the car with a smartwatch as well using Toyota's Remote Connect. So with Toyota's app suite, and right now currently using Samsung phone, I actually have the ability to talk to Alexa. You also have fuel pricing, Pandora, Slacker radio, sports, a lot of cool apps that you can use at your discretion whenever you want. Now, I want to go ahead and show you Alexa, which is built into the car. We also have the ability to talk to Siri, also have the ability to talk to Google, depending upon which phone you're using. But whenever you put on Toyota plus Alexa app on your phone and integrate it in the car, you have the ability to speak directly to Alexa. So if you're into that type of smart home technology, you can communicate to home. Say you have a smart lights at your house, or say you have smart plugs, maybe a smart thermostat, you can do so by communicating with Alexa. So I said the word Alexa, she heard me, so she's ready to communicate. Let's go ahead, and you can also turn off Alexa if you don't want to hear her, but you say her name. I'm going to go ahead and turn her on real quick. She's thinking. Alexa, change the AC to 68 degrees.
The AC is set to 68.
Now, what's funny is everybody thinks I'm changing the AC right here, but what I actually did was turn my thermostat to 68 degrees at my house. And my house is about 70 miles away from here, which is pretty cool. You can do other fun things too. Alexa, tell me
I'm having trouble understanding you. Please try a little later.
Oh, she's being mean to me. Alexa, tell me a joke.
What time was it when the little horse lost the bet? Time to pony up.
You've got the ability to communicate with her as well as Siri. at any point in time. So if you are one of those customers that enjoys smart home connectivity, you have that ability in here. All you have to do is say the name and she'll come through the car system for you. One other thing that I wanted to show you from a technology standpoint is our new 7-inch multi-informational display. On the XSE, you get a 7-inch multi-informational display, and it does a plethora of different things. One thing that it'll do is it'll allow you to see lane departure. So if you're deviating from your lanes, which these lane markings are right here, it'll actually identify if you're pulling outside of the lane, and if you have steering assist on, it'll actually pull you back into the lane. It also has a dynamic radar cruise control feature, which you can control right here on the mounted steering wheel area. So if you want to set cruise control, let the radar take over and have stress-free driving, it can do so for you. It even has a new system called Roadside Assist, where it will actually identify road signs, including stop signs, yield signs, and even posted speed limit signs. So if you do have a tendency to go a little fast, you can set it to identify if you're exceeding the speed limit by 1, 3, or 5 miles per hour. So just another great feature that Toyota has included standard in this vehicle. This vehicle also features an 800-watt digital amplifier with JBL sound system, and as you can see up front, those JBL tweeters are actually built into the A-pillar of this car. So it really gives it that concert-like sound for anyone listening to the sound system. This car also includes Sirius XM and a plethora of other technology options. Probably one of our most advanced cars that Toyota has to offer right now. We hope you have an opportunity to come out here and see this brand new car. It's a fantastic, fun to drive vehicle. Multiple colors, multiple incentives and offers. So come check it out at Toyota of Irving.
This is your place, Toyota.